Everybody, so in this video we're going to take a look at the practice problems related to supply. So if you haven't watched the lecture on supply, go back and watch that, take some notes, and then try these. So this first one says that 25 cents suppliers are willing to offer how many greaves? And again, just like with the demand ones, we've got an original set of numbers, and I'm going to try to turn the light off. There's a lot of glare there. Let's see. All right, there we go. And we've got original numbers and we've got some new numbers. So that one's going to change for us halfway through this problem set. So 25 cents corresponds to 200. And if the price increased to 30 cents, this would be then 250. And so again, we're just moving from one to the other, right? We're not changing the supply, we're just changing quantity supplied. If the price went to 20 cents, on the other hand, right, we just moved to this one, they'd be willing to bring 150 greaves. And again, it's just a change in supply. Now suppose it says there's a change in price of raw materials to produce greaves. That's called an input cost, right? Remember, we've got those 5 shifters nitty, and the input costs are a really common one. This results in a new set of data, this one over here, draw a supply curve for the two. All right, you get the picture. We'll do this, quantity, price, and the maximum price, just like before, is 40, 20, 30, and 10. And we'll just say, because the maximum there, we'll say 400, just like before, 200, 100, oops, I had a brain fart, 300, and 100. Now, it looks like my spaces are not perfect, so it's not going to be like a perfect straight line, but you'll be fine. Supply, so I'm just going to graph the ones that are at 10 cents, because that'll make this process just a little bit faster. So at 10 cents, the original is 50. At 20 cents, the original is 150. At 30 cents, it's 250. We're starting to notice a pattern here. And it's 40 cents at 350. So that one is supply. And then the new data set, right, shows 0 at 10 cents. So 0 at 10 cents. And then 0 at 15, 50 at 20 cents. So they only want 50, huh? All right. And then at 30 cents, they want 150. And then 40 cents, they want 250. Kind of like this. And again, something, whoops, I missed. So you could just kind of make your lines nice and big like that. Again, these problem sets are for you. We're going to call that one S1. So we can see that what happened is the curve shifted kind of to the left. And again, mine's not super pretty, but you get the idea, right? With this new QS, this new like quantities, we can say the change in supply results in a curve that shifts to the left. Oh, there you go. This indicates that at each price point, so like if we picked a price and we said 20 cents, right? What happened? Well, they're not willing to buy 150 anymore. They're only willing to buy 50. So at each price point, sellers are willing, or sorry, to produce, not to buy, because they're sellers. Duh. Sellers are willing to produce a smaller quantity. And at each quantity, so like if we picked a specific quantity and we said maybe like 150, right? Sellers are only willing to sell 150 if they get a higher price. So that would say, like if you said, I want to buy 150 to this burritos from Taco Bell, before they were willing to sell you 150 of them for 20 cents. And now they're only willing to sell you 150 of them for 30 cents. And so that may seem like, well, that's an increase, Mr. G. Well, it's an increase in price, but what happened is their willingness to sell at any specific price decreased, is actually the technical way of saying supply decreases. Because if their willingness to sell at like 20 cents, if they used to be willing to give you 150 for that, and at 20 cents, they're now only willing to give you 50, that's a decrease in supply. So hopefully this helps you with the practice on supply. I'll see you next time.